Hey YouTube, this your girl Jessica, aka JC, aka Jess. I'm doing my video response to the contest that Curve Magazine and Studology 101 has out right now for the Bridging the Gap. And the question is, why do you feel like it's important to bridge the gap in the homosexual community? Well, my answer to that would be, I feel like it's important to bridge the gap in the homosexual community because we can advance as a community. We can't get to where we're trying to get to. We can't be accepted in society as a whole until we stop judging each other, until we start accepting each other, until we stop looking down on each other. How do we expect the heterosexuals to accept us if we can't accept ourselves? How can we judge each other in a community when we have so many other people judging us? How can we as a how can we in the community say, oh, it's okay for two femmes to date, or it's okay for a femme and a stud to date, but it's not okay for two studs to date? Where does that make sense? At the end of the day, when they take off their clothes, they're still two girls. And isn't that the same thing that a feminist stud or a feminine femme are? Mm. Maybe I missed that memo, like, how can we expect somebody else to accept us if we can't accept ourselves as a community? How can we expect somebody else not to judge us, yet we judge each other? How can we expect somebody to get us and to understand why we fight so hard for the things that we believe in if we can't even accept it ourselves or understand it ourselves? How? It doesn't make sense. It's not physically possible. We can't advance as a whole, as a community, until we come together as a community, until we come together as a whole and stop picking each other apart. Focus on the fact that they're human and they believe in the same things that you believe in, and they're trying to get to the same place that you're trying to get to. Focus on that. Don't focus on the fact that you don't really believe in the relationship, or you don't really agree with who they're dating. Nobody says that we all have to agree. Nobody says that we all have to participate in the same things. That's not what we're saying. But at the same time, you can be tolerant. You don't have to speak your mind 24/7. You don't. You can be tolerant. Nobody's telling you to participate in that lifestyle. If you get what I'm saying, like, we can't advance as a community until we stop nitpicking each other apart. Get over yourself. Grow up. Like, it's important for us to bridge that gap because we have so many goals that we're trying to meet. We have so many places that we're trying to go. We have so many people trying to do something with their life and trying to improve the LGBTQ community, but we can't get to that place because we can't accept ourselves. We can't get over ourselves. We can't get out of the way of ourselves. Come together as one. Start being one. We want everybody to accept us as one, as a community, but we can't do it ourselves. We can't accept ourselves as a community. We can't accept ourselves as one because there's so much judging going on. There's so many people looking down on each other. Stop it. Stop it, because we're not going to get where we need to be in life until we do so. We look down on people because of their religion. We look down on people because of their sexual orientation. We look down on people because of their color. We look down on people because they don't look the same way that you and I do. We look down on people because they're handicapped. We look down on people because they are who they are. Who is perfect? Who? Show me a perfect human. Show me a human that doesn't have something going on in their life. Show me a human that there's not something physically wrong with them. Show me one. You can't, because there's not one. What is normal? There's no such thing, because we all go through things and we all experience things in life and we all have some type of physical thing that keeps us from being like this person or like that person. Can we not get over it and become one so we can advance to where we're trying to get to as a community? That's why I think it's important for us to bridge the gap. We're not going to get where we need to be until we do so. We're not going to get where we're trying to go until we do so. We have so many people striving to do things for the LGBTQ community, but they can't. They can't because of ourselves. We can't get past ourselves. We can't get around ourselves. We can't get around our lifestyles. We can't get around each other's lifestyles. Why? Why? We're human. Can we not become one? Can we not grow together as a community so we can get to where we're trying to get to, so we can reach the goals that we're trying to reach, so we can bridge the gap between us, so we can start bridging the gap between us and the heterosexuals? Can we not bridge this gap so we can start working on other places? Can we not bridge this gap so we can be equal? Can we? Can we? That's what I'm asking. Can we? But anywho, my conclusion to this video is, like I've said throughout the whole video, the reason that I feel like it's important to bridge the gap in the homosexual community is because we can't get anywhere until we do so. We can't reach the goals that we're trying to reach until we do so. We can't get where we're trying to get in society until we do so. We can't expect anything to happen. We can't expect for us to become equal until we do so. That's why I think it's important to bridge the gap, because we're not going anywhere until we do so. That's my video response. So yeah.